The recluses of old had their life orientated towards the tabernacle, and through the guichet, the grill that opened towards the sanctuary end from the apse of the church to which they were walled, they had access to the heart of the Lord, and burned there as a living lamp, each until dying in reclusion, dead to the world. And that death to the world was also proclaimed without a word by the cross on the veil that hid their face. At the other end, that grata, that grill, that little niche that opened towards people who might pass by, oftentimes for a word of wisdom. We know from the teachings of the Desert Fathers that words were regarded as great enemies of the soul. Hence they limited them. Indeed, Our Lady is seen in the visions of Blessed Anne Catherine Emmerich to be fairly quiet. She didn't waste words. One mystic in the Middle Ages was taught that her words should be weighed. It is important that our words have an impact and not just be a flatus vocis in the air, a breath of the voice, flatus vocis, can have healing effects or just cloud the air evermore. And so the apophthegmata, the sayings of the Desert Fathers, became little gems, teachings in themselves, still studied in the novitiates of the monastic world to this day. But there is one constant in the human experience for all who seek interiority. It is that interiority is in inverse proportion to words. Even as a young candidate, I was taught the wisdom of the three wise monkeys. It is something that works, for when one speaks very little and listens a lot, one learns far more than when one is out to teach everyone that comes. The secret. Three wise monkeys. See naught, hear naught, say naught. A secret word was heard upon an hour, made soft by its own coming. But a sound made all of hearing well, and knowing power in rays of thought was in a moment found, and 'twas enough to still a clamour vast that shall not be, that need not be, that shall not ever, ever be. For at the last we can yet die as this wise animal. Much need not be, I see, much need not be, and moments linger long when given room to be, and to be well. For, Lord, I see that all is here, for here is very doom, all bliss, sweet bliss. For this, the all of all, is made of but one trick, hugely small. Is it not true, Michu? You learn a lot, don't you, by just being present at all these events. You size us up pretty well. Is it not true? Teach us to do the same, with both ears well perked up and the little nose having a good flare.